Hello. I just saw this video by the frog. I never actually got to watch. I listened to about, I don't know, 2 minutes of this live stream as it was going on, of the Black Label live stream where he had a bunch of people just dogpile in Earl, I guess, as is usual in situations like that. You get a lot of people all going in different directions, talking over each other, wanting to get their little question answered, and it's not productive. You need one person asking the questions. That's why in every deposition that you go to ever, you will have one attorney asking questions at a time. That attorney asks all of his questions, and then the other attorney can go and back and forth. And of course, Fat Label has nothing to offer ever to the conversation. He has zero value to add to any conversation. So obviously, that wasn't going to get you anywhere. But right in here, Earl claims that he had his attorney on the phone in his earpiece. Somehow, I doubt that Earl would have said the things that Earl said and answered the questions that Earl answered if he had his attorney on his earpiece. If in fact he did have his attorney listening in on an earpiece, then he has the worst attorney in the world. I would not let my client. I would, excuse me. I wouldn't be able to stop a client from going in, but I would strongly object to my client going into the police station. Period. To answer questions. Period. Um, But if I wouldn't be able to stop him, then I would make time out of my day to go down there with him so that I could stomp on his foot every time he opened up his big dumb mouth and started talking about hunting Nazis down in South America. But the reason I actually bring this up is somewhere around here. But hey, real quick, since you're here, why don't we talk about the emails you would send in Salvaggio days before you arrived in Leon Valley? You want to talk about those because that seems like a lot like snitching to me. And then automatic automatic transcripts has a real problem with the lispy nature of Earl. But he says, I have never sent emails to Salvaggio. And then nobody heard the following words: prior to the confiscation of my equipment. And then you get Fat Label trying to change the subject. And they're talking about posting links, and Earl says you can post links to anything you want. I'm telling you, I had no contact with Salvaggio prior. And he's not lying. He is not lying. Every single person in here thought he was lying about that, but he is not lying. This is the douche canoe zip. And the very first email on there is from June 26th, where Earl says, I regret we meet under such circumstances. I came upon your mass arrest detention on Saturday. So this is what, 4 days afterwards? 3 days afterwards? You had already grabbed up all the offenders and had them sitting around or removed to the interior of the station. I made credentialed media in place to observe the protest that was underway. When I came upon the scene, I remained a very respectful distance away, approximately 200 feet, and was documenting police activity, credential or not. This is lawful, constitutionally protected activity. I ended up at your direction, cuffed and taken away inside. I was held. And then for some reason, I didn't get the rest of it in there. I don't know why. Let's see if I have a better version. douche canoe. What is this? Let's open that up. See what we got as the last page here. Anyway, yeah. So the first email is from June 26th. This is obviously where he's saying, I regret we meet under such circumstances. And yeah, so that was his first email. Now, here's the problem. A lot of people go, okay, so this person is bad. So everything they do, everything they say is bad. And they completely lose perspective. That's why you have auditors who think everything the police do is bad. That's why you have police officers thinking everything auditors do is bad. That's why you have people who think everything that Earl does is bad. And that's why you had so many people get so upset when I pointed out the fact that Earl actually stopped a rape. Documented. Caught the rapist. If you are one of those people who lose all of your objectivity, then you really have no business trying to interrogate someone like Earl, especially in a group setting, because you done go and you fuck it up, and you give Earl the ammunition to make you look stupid. Because Earl's not going to focus on the fact that he was, in fact, snitching out, what was it? Padilla, and I think it was somebody else. He snitched me out. That's for fucking sure. He snitched me out. Here we go. Here are some of the screenshots of the Tarrant County Judge's home address being posted on a video. This is not posted on my channel. It is on Murby's channel, Sikkim. So, and he does indeed attempt to, he does, in fact, snitch on me. Now, I don't really care. I just think that shows Earl's nature. And, it's also apparent from Timmy's behavior, help, please help. They're hurting each other. It's just constantly we see that behavior from auditors who hate the police. I think the funniest thing, though, is that Timmy thinks that people are the first responders and he carries everywhere. But then he ends up in that situation and that fucker is useless, and he has to call the police. Why didn't you pull out your gun, Timmy? Doesn't your gun solve everything? I'm getting off track. I'm sorry. I apologize. Anyway, so Earl is going to focus on the fact that everybody's calling him a liar for a verifiably true thing. He did not contact Salvaggio until after his equipment was confiscated. But he twisted it, and you all were too stupid to notice it. He twisted it. That's the first thing I heard. I heard him twist it. He qualified a statement knowing that the hounds who were so eager for his blood would latch onto something and they would fuck it up. And they wouldn't notice what he did, and they'd call him a liar for something he wasn't lying about. And they lost track of the snitching thing. Every single one of you lost track of the snitching thing, at least in this video. You never go back to the snitching thing. And maybe that's why Earl thinks he didn't get that. He didn't get it over on the cops, I assure you. And he's not going to get it past an attorney. But he got it past all of you guys. And maybe you should think about that next time you think you are going to start interrogating Earl and get him to spill the beans. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.